Greetings, this is Flares. I just clocked out off of work. I made this spreadsheet at work explaining the new D-Tide changes. So White just announced the new D-Tide changes, and I went over and I compiled it onto a messy spreadsheet because you know how I am. I'll make this neater and I'll upload it. To compare, they're just reverting the Alert 5 changes for Nightmare and Madness. So they're replacing alerts 1 through 5 with normal, hard, nightmare, and madness to satisfy the endgame players. And they're adding new rewards or different rewards and different scoring. So let's go over what he actually said right here. So boom, boom, boom. Make this bigger. They're making D-Tide harder and easier. So right now, this is what he announced. Operations. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. They nerfed the story for players like Kaylee and other retards. And they nerfed the difficulties of Morimens over the past couple of months or a year. The game used to be a lot harder. And I documented this a year ago on my spreadsheet. Where do I document it? On the spreadsheet. You fucking retards. Right here. This was the old difficulty and health values. They're just reverting that, and I'll explain it in a second. So, here, he explains hard is no longer different mode, blah, blah, blah. This is for story mode, blah, blah, blah. But now, for D-Tide, you can use ECOG in D-Tide if you're retarded. But you won't count in the leaderboards if you do so. And instead of the 5 difficulties, alert 1 through 5, they have normal, hard, nightmare, madness. Now, nightmare is basically slightly harder alert 5. Don't let this fool you. I compiled the spreadsheet here and I'll explain. Let's go over what else he said before I go over my spreadsheet. D-Tide is one of the most challenging pieces of endgame content. However, it's now a joke. It's now a fucking joke compared to what it was before. The old values were so much better. Bosses used to have like 4 million HP. Dorothy had like 8 million HP. So yeah. So they're making it harder for players like me who find it a joke. So in exchange, they're letting you use ECOG to get the points. You just won't be counted on the leaderboards. So yeah. So, wait, someone just pinged me. Okay, there's something about coaching. I'll worry about that later. So, yeah, obviously, you know that G Murphy auto wins. There's lots of auto win comps. And free-to-play players can hit 425 quite easily. D-Tide is a joke now, unless you're fucking Kaylee, which you will struggle regardless. So, you can use ECOG to get the rewards. I'll go over the reward changes in a second. So, I'm going to move this down. And boom. This is the new rewards, which I'll go over in spreadsheet form. Because here, it's garbage. It doesn't give you a clear picture of what they actually changed. So I'm just going to hover this on the screen for a quick second for you to pause and blah, 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 blah. So ignore this. So now you can use ECOG in D-Tide. Don't count towards leaderboards. And they're changing Train to make Train harder. Because everyone loves Train. I mean, I like Train. I don't know why they do this. They're increasing Train level from 50 to 100. I don't know who is asking for this for Train. I mean, I'm fine with it. So for Train, they're adding another boss at the end of Madness to Will Boss. So that would be interesting. That will give you, and the new rewards for Train gives you more silver and rewards. Again, I have no idea who's asking for more Train, besides me, I guess. But yeah, there's going to be more Train. Double the amount of Train. Look forward to it. So they're also buffing Taboo Quests, which if you're a veteran player, garbage. If you're a veteran player, this is useless. This is useless. For me, it is useless. For new players, very good. More badges. Because I can't buy anything with badges. I get more badges than I can actually use up if you're an endgame player. Once you buy everything, there's nothing to buy. So, congratulations, new players. you get more badges. You can now spend them until you can't spend them anymore, just like the rest of us players. So that's good. So let me remove this message and remove all of this to the side while I go over the difficulty changes in the autistic detail with my spreadsheet that I made for this, and compare it to current alert 5 or alert 2 to the new one. So the point scaling is different and the recommended is different. So in green are the current difficulties. I ordered them based on ascending difficulty. So right now, current alert 1 is easier than future normal mode, which is the easiest difficulty. In the future normal mode, right now, alert 1 is slightly easier because the recommended level for current alert 1 is 40, 42, 44, 46, 48. Future easiest difficulty is 44, is higher across the board by a lot. So future normal mode is the equivalent of current alert 2. So basically, alert 1 no longer exists. If you're playing D-Tide, think of the new easiest difficulty as alert 2. Because the earlier waves will be easier than alert 2, but the later waves will be the exact same difficulty as current alert 2. So wave 1 and 2 will be easier than current alert 2. Wave 3 to 5 will be harder than current alert 2. However, by clearing the new normal difficulty of D-Tide, you get 350 points as opposed to 300. So they basically just deleted alert 1. So I put the rewards here. Let me go over the rewards real quick. So current 350, which means clearing everything alert 2. Or clearing everything alert 3, sorry. Clearing everything alert 3 currently gives you 1,000 silver, 40 Noxus frags, 500,000 rose grips, 7,500 black hearts. That's what it currently does. So for alert 3, new clearing the new normal difficulty, which is alert 2 difficulty, which is going to be easier than clearing alert 3, will give you 250 more silver, 10 more fragments, but no money. So it's, and no Gnosis fragments, refined Gnosis fragments, but it's the same amount of black hearts. So the new easiest difficulty for new players, you will get more silver and Gnosis fragments to level up your units, just no rose grips. You're going to be poor. You're going to be poor if you only do the easiest difficulty in the future. Whereas opposed to now, you get 500,000 rose grips. That's a major change. But you get more Gnosis fragments, and it's easier than alert 3. It's alert 2. But it's bad for extremely new players. If you just started playing the game week 1, getting the rewards will be a pain in the ass. If you've been playing for like 2 weeks and using my guides, you will get more rewards. But if you just started the game, like literally just started the game, watching this endgame video for no fucking reason, then it will be harder for you because you will get no money. And it's harder than alert 1. You will get no money. You will crawl on the floor bleeding and dying because you have no units, no levels, no teams. Almost impossible week 1. Now, if you just started now, then you're happy. You just got strong enough. You're going to get more rewards if you're a 3 weeks to 4 weeks player for this. Now, let me go over to the next tier. Current 400 and future 400. Now, current 400 is either 1 clear, all alert 5, or 10 clears, alert 4. So, currently, you get this many rewards total. Now, future 400 will get you the same amount of silver, same amount of Gnosis frags, same amount of rose grips, but 50 formless gift. Same amount of refined, 5,000 more black hearts. So future 400 will give you just 50 more of the formless gifts. We don't know what they are. I think it's going to be something to level your Awakener to 100. That's what I assume it will be, because they tease that the Awakener levels are going to go up. So what does this mean? If you're a veteran like me, we're happy. If you're a 2-3 month player, you're happy. If you just started the game, the 3+ month players will pull ahead of you. We'll get a 3-month head start, basically, on getting level 90 units. You're going to lose out on 3 months until you can clear for future 400. And what is future 400? It's the exact same rewards, just the new rewards of formless gifts. So how hard is future 400 compared to current 400? It's easier. Future 400, because it's different point values. See? Right here? This is future 400 is hard mode. So future 400 is between alert 3 and alert 4 difficulty right now. Leaning closer to alert 4 towards the end. Towards wave 5, alert 4 is easier than future hard mode based on the recommended levels. But with the earlier waves, wave 1 and wave 2, future hard mode will be easier than current alert 4. So future hard mode, wave 5 will be the same difficulty as current wave 5 alert 5. So but again, this is the spreadsheet. I'll upload it. You can look at it now to see how it compares. This is hard mode. So yeah. So basically, it's a mix. Hard mode in the future, the wave 4 and wave 5 is closer to our alert 4, alert 5. The earlier waves will be alert 3/4 for the future hard mode to get 400. What does this mean? It means that you can now prioritize your stronger teams on wave 5 and wave 4 and your weaker teams on the earlier waves like usual. So it's more likely you're able to hit 400 if you have at least 1 or 2 strong teams and some medium tier teams on my spreadsheet. Like if you have a G Murphy and Twill, you are great. If you have a G Murphy and a Twill or a caster, you are chilling. You are chilling because that's your strong teams. You do the new hard mode easy. And you use your shit teams and you can clear the early waves and get 400 easier. Now, if you're a new player with the new banners, get fucked. Get fucked. Fuck off. Fuck you. Kill yourself. Because you don't have G Murphy. You don't have Twill. You don't have Caster. You don't have these extremely meta great units that can easily clear Alert 5 brainless. Because technically you only need 1 or 2. With the current banners, you need more pulls, unless you pull on Pontos. Pontos is another one. If you have Pontos, you're also chilling. If you skipped any of those units, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Because the harder waves, the later waves, are harder. And they're prioritizing you have to clear the harder difficulties. Because the training point value is different, scaling. What do I mean? You have to do it. This focus on making teams stronger. Why, Flayers? Because look at the current training points. So currently, wave 1, 50-50, alert 1, normal. However, for the later waves, for the later difficulties, look at the differences here. So right now, the hard mode in the future will give you 100 points wave 5. Currently, the alert 2 gives you 80. Currently, the alert 4 gives you 85. Currently, the alert 5 gives you 90. So, you will want to prioritize this massive point scaling. Because they scale points differently. It's not by 5. It's not purely linear. You see in the spreadsheet now, and you see what I'm talking about. The point scaling here. Versus the level scaling. So you want to do the higher difficulties, for sure. You want to do the higher difficulties. So what does it mean? You have to kill your weak teams and make your strong teams stronger. You want to strangle your garbage Liz teams in the crib. You want to get your hands around your weak units' throats, choke the life out of them. Choke the everlasting fuck out of these weak-ass units so you can put their strong wheels on your other teams to make it stronger so you can clear the higher difficulties. You kill your extra teams here. That's what it means. So let's say you have a Saya. Poor little Saya. Sorry, Saya. Get in the crib. We're taking your wheel from you. We're going to put Saya in the back burner. We're going to Casey Anthony Saya. I'm sorry, Saya. We're going to have to Casey Anthony you for your wheel. It's nothing personal. That +1 mana can go on another team so I can clear this hard mode wave 5. I need to strangle you alive to steal your wheel. You guys all know a few of your teams which you use for extra clears. You're going to strangle in the crib to make your other team stronger. Okay? You know what I'm talking about. This analogy works really well. Because, again, the future hard mode gives more points than current Alert 4 and 5. And it's harder. So you want to strangle, gouge their eyes out, leave no witnesses here. Okay, let's go for the new rewards, which is what you get from doing the Nightmare and Madness mode. And I'll talk about the scaling. These are the new rewards for people who found the game too easy. Again, hard mode is just basically Alert 5 for the later waves earlier. So, Nightmare mode. So, that is 450. The new 450 rewards. You get double the amount of silver. Double the amount of silver. You get 2,500 silver versus 1250. That's 6 pools. That's 6 pools. What does this mean if you're a new player? Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Get the fuck out of here. You fucking dirty, degenerate new player. I will kill you. I will strangle you alive. Because you aren't getting the silver. We, older players, veteran players, we will now get double the amount of silver until you catch up to us. But everything else is the same. Besides Gnosis Fragments. The purple Gnosis Fragments is also doubled. What does that mean? The older players were also leveling up our units twice as fast as you guys. If you're a new player. Because we literally get double the amount of mats compared to now. I'm happy. If you're a new player, I guess unfortunate. Unfortunate. So it's double the amount of refined Gnosis Fragments is the purple mats. So for every 2 weeks, you're a new player and you're behind and you don't have meta teams like G Murphy, like Calf, like Caster, like Tawil, you're missing out on literally double the silver and double the purple mats. But you get the same amount of rose scripts as we do. I hope you guys are satisfied. You get the same amount of Gnosis Fragments as us. You get the same amount of Black Hearts. We just enjoy the double silver and the double purple mats. Now, Future 500. What do we get? The owner award is Formless Invite. They did not indicate what a Formless Invite is. I have no idea what a Formless Invite is. You get one for every Madness mode you clear. Is it an important mat or is it a fucking icon? I don't know. It's a Formless Invite. It's the new mat. I assume it's something to do with the new level 100 cap on Awakeners. That's what I assume. I could be wrong. It could be like Formless Gifts transforms into Formless Invite. I have a sneaking feeling it's going to be a cap that buffs your unit up to level 100. That's what I assume it is. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. It's the spy formless invites for 500. Now let me discuss the differences between Nightmare and Madness. So right now, it's the recommended level differences here. So based on the recommended level differences, this is just old Alert 5. This is just old Alert 5. And I already went over Morimens scaling in a video, and it's on my spreadsheet. So current Alert 5 is heavily nerfed compared to old Alert 5. So this is just reverting the changes. So let me go and explain this. It's the trapeze emotes. Thank you. So there we go. It's the trapeze emotes. I don't give a fuck then. Yeah. If it's emoji locker, I don't give a fuck right now. I don't give a fuck if it's just emojis. So this is the old Alert 5 scaling. Let me open this up. So this is my D-Tide guide, because I'm autistic about the numbers, where I documented the scaling of HP and damage from each difficulty from the previous. It's on the spreadsheet. I covered it. So old Protector, by the way, this was old Alert 5 Protector, guys. You see this? This was old Alert 5 Protector. He had 3 million HP. He did 1,000 damage. It got heavily nerfed to appease players that are following Kaylee's guides, I guess. So this is current Alert 5. This is why they're doing it. This is how much they've nerfed Alert 5. This is current Alert 5. 1.1 million HP compared to, let me go back to it. 3 million and 1,000 damage. Again, let me just show you. Current Alert 5. Past Alert 5. So yeah, when I say the game's a joke now, it's because of players who are following like dog shit guides. So the new whatever mode is probably just reverting the nerf. It's going to be old Alert 5 difficulty. And I can use the formula to predict what the damage and HP values of the new difficulties are, because I documented all of my spreadsheet. So let me go back to the sheet. So yeah, so let me go back to the sheet here. And let me minimize this and put this back where it belongs on the spreadsheet. So I can explain what we can expect from the new scaling. Isn't going to be easier to clear if you can use emergency gnosis. True, it is going to be easier to clear, but you won't get counted in the leaderboards. However, for the higher difficulty runs, if you're a shit player, I'm going to be honest, no amount of ecogs will save you for the higher difficulties, because I will explain based on how they actually scale units. So let me go in-game real quick to explain how unit scaling works, because a lot of people are retarded and don't know how they actually nerf or buff bosses. So this recommended level right here, fake news. Fake news. This recommended level over here, fake news. The only thing you should ever look at is this level. This is what they change. This is how they scale bosses. This is what you use your math on. Because if you go by this, you will never calculate it correctly. Because again, look. This, what they did for the old nerf was they removed 3 to 6 levels from the bosses compared to old Alert 5. So this level right here is the only value you should look at when determining difficulty, not this recommended level bullshit. It has no rhyme or reason. And that's what hard mode difficulty scaling also does. So look, level 83, etc., etc. So that's how the scaling actually works in the game. And it's a function of that. And we can see how the function works on the spreadsheet I did based on the old values. So, where is my spreadsheet? Boom. So, this was the current old values. Let me do this and make it bigger. So, I did this to show you guys. So, basically, HP pool and damage pool. This is the old scaling, which they're probably reverting to. So, every additional alert and every level of the mob. So every 10 level of the mob, you can generally expect a doubling. A doubling until alert 4, where it almost triples, and then it doubles again. So a rule of thumb, it's 2.5. It's like 2.4, 2.5, 2.4, 2.5 times past alert 4 for the HP pool of bosses here. And the old flares did it very well. Again, it depends on which wave. With the later waves having a higher multiplier. But it's actually an easy multiplier to figure out. It's always the same. Like, look at the wave 1 and wave 3 multipliers. HP gain from base. What do I mean by base? Lowest difficulty alert 1 is 100%. So alert 5 is 5,000% more HP than alert 1. That's a general rule of thumb unless you're doing wave 5, but the reason why is because the level cap is higher. I can talk about this ad nauseum because I'm a math guy, but you guys don't want me to do that probably. But damage, it scales a little bit easier. It's a lot easier to parse the damage scaling from previous. Because rather than as a function of the base form, how they scale damage is that it's always a percentage increase from the previous difficulty. It's always a percentage increase from the previous difficulty that's very easy to determine. It's always either 200 to 250% from the previous difficulty. And from that, we can base our guess on what the new difficulty values would be. So that's how I did this. Yeah. Are you diagnosed yet? No, I don't believe in that shit, dude. I don't fucking believe in that shit, dude. So I'm very young, but back in my day, there was no such thing as fucking ADHD and autism. You just dealt with it, motherfucker. Just dealt with it like everyone else. Don't be a retard. What are you, diagnosed? Fuck off. I'm diagnosed as based. Okay. So I could talk about the numbers some more, but you guys don't want that. You guys want to know the actual difficulty. So, based on this, you ignore the recommended levels. Nightmare mode, based on these values, because I stared at these numbers for a bit, and I realized they're just reverting to changes, because the reason why I know they're just reverting to changes is because if you take this level compared to this, and you compute it to a percentage, it's the exact same percentage increase as the old values, basically. You can believe me or not, I don't give a fuck, dude. It's basically the old Alert 5 values, plus like 10 to 15%. So basically, let me explain to you what the values of the bosses would be for Nightmare mode. For Nightmare mode, the bosses for Protector Wave 3 not Alert 5. Nightmare mode, it will have roughly like 2.5, 2.6 million HP. So it's like it's the exact same thing I just said before. It's gonna be Nightmare mode. If they keep the trend the same, we'll basically have almost twice as much HP for the later waves for Nightmare mode. If they use the same formula. The bosses will do the bosses will do like 25 to 30% more damage for Nightmare mode. Yeah, the bosses will do like 25 to 30% more damage for Nightmare mode. So that is for Nightmare. For Nightmare, bosses like Protector right now would do that much. And let me go in and let me explain to you what the values would be. It's not that hard to figure out. Let me go to my replay. Boom. Here we go. Let me see what the current Alert 5 values are. What's the current Alert 5 values? Because I remember the old values. Because I remember the old values. 1.1 million, and it was 890,000 phase 2, I think. Okay, the old value for Pandy, I'm just searching through my mental brain right now. I think it was 1.5 or 1.6. I go back to the old videos. So 1.5 to 1.6 million was the old value for Pandia Phase 1. And this was like 450. I remember it being like close to 500, but not like that high. It's around there. So basically, you can expect like a 1.9 to 2 million Phase 1 for Pandia Boss. And you basically get 2 million. So basically it would be a 4 million HP. Like slightly over 4 million. I think it would be like a 4.3, 4.4 million HP boss. Yeah, so basically from the current Alert 5, this would be like a 4 million HP boss for Nightmare. If they keep the scaling the same. If they keep the scaling the same as I figure it, this will be a 4 million HP boss. So in case you guys are curious of a Wave 5 Alert 5. Now, Old Doricine, I have footage on the main Discord. Go to the main Discord where I was banned and search up my old images. You get to see the Old Doricine boss. The Old Doricine boss had a 6 million HP. Had like 6 million HP. He spawned 200 and 300,000 HP mobs. So that would mean if it's a mob fight Wave 5, you're gonna expect like 200, 300,000 HP mobs for this difficulty. If they keep it the same as the old Alert 5. So Doricine has 6 million HP, and Old Blesser had 8 million HP. Again, go to my very old D-Tide videos. Old Blesser had 8 million HP total between the two phases. Old Blesser had 8 million HP. So yeah, that's basically the HP values of some of the bosses. So new Nightmare mode, you can expect if they keep the scaling the same, they might make it easier. I don't know. They make it easier. But if they keep it the scaling the same as old Alert 5, based on my spreadsheet, bosses are gonna on the low end, because remember, the recommended level on the low end is basically the same as this Alert 5. So basically a Wave 1 boss fight will have like 1 to 2 million HP. So Wave 1 will have like 1 to 2 mil right here. 1 to 2 million HP. That's basically wave 1. It's basically easy. This is, recommended level 84. Yeah, this is going to have 2 to 3 mil. Wave 2 will have 2 to like 3 mil HP if they keep the values the same. 2 to 3 mil. Wave 3 depends on the boss. But Wave 3, 86 here, 77. So Wave 3 will have, let me think. It's 2 levels above this. So the mobs are going to have 2 levels, so the function is going to be... It's probably like 2.5 to like 4. It's like 2.5 to like 4 on some bosses here. Wait, that is quite high. Maybe it's lower. There's no way it's gonna be that high. There's no way it's gonna be. I think it's 2.5 to 3. They're probably gonna nerf the values. They're probably not gonna scale this 1-to-1 on wave 3 because 4 million is too high. But technically speaking, if they follow the damage formula that they did, it would be 4 million. I just don't believe they will make a wave 3 boss 4 million HP. There is no way to make a wave 3 boss 4 million HP. I might eat my words, but the real value, if I didn't just say, that's impossible. That's impossible. There's no way they're going to do it. It's 4 million HP. I don't believe they're going to make a wave 3 nightmare boss 4 million HP. There is zero chance in hell. I think it's going to be like 2 to 3 million, just like wave 2. I might eat my words. I might eat my words. I'm going to pass the current pass first because it's going to be right all along. And I should have not have gone back. I'd be like, dude, I don't believe it. There's no way you can convince me that they're fine with making a wave 3 boss 4 million HP. I think they're going to nerf the values and make it like 2 to 3 million. I don't believe in that shit, dude. I don't believe in that shit. So wave 4, recommended level 88. So this is higher than any we have had. But we already know the values for level 88. Where do we know the value, players? Train mode. Train mode bosses. Train mode elite bosses is what the recommended 88 is currently at if they don't change it. And train mode bosses had range from, I think it was like 4 point. I don't know off the top of my head. It's like, for Pharaohs, it's like 4 to 5 mil. It's like 4 to 5 mil. 5.6 if it's Ramona. I have to go back to old footage. I'm too lazy. So if they keep the train scaling, because the mobs in train are level 88 from the data mines. For the elite mobs that you fight are scaling, in case you guys are curious. So for alert 5, wave 5, I think this is old scaling. I already said this. So I think this is like 2. It's like 2 mil for like the very weak boss per phase. Per phase, it's 2. I think it's gonna be 2 mil per phase. So this is 4 to like 8 mil. It's a big range depending on which Awakener boss you get. And Awakener bosses differ in HP if it's Thorazine or Pania. Pania is on the low end. I think, no, it's actually 9 mil HP because it's slightly stronger. So that's actually the range. 4 to 9 mil depends on the boss. No, I don't believe this. There's no way. I'm actually just doing the math right now. Okay, I think I'm wrong. I don't believe it will be this high. It doesn't make sense. But technically, if you were to scale the recommended levels with the current difficulty changes, 1-to-1, it would be 4 to 9 mil. I don't believe this, guys. I don't believe this. You can use level 100 recommended. Yeah. I don't believe this. There's no way. There is no way this is nightmares. I think I'm wrong. Maybe these are the madness values. Maybe I'm overestimating. There's no way because if the recommended level scales 1-to-1. Okay, I'm just gonna take this. Assuming I'm right. Madness mode. If the scaling is 1-to-1, the same as the old scaling, where it's double in value. Because if the scaling is 1-to-1, what they do if the recommended level is up by 10 is that the HP values are doubled from Nightmare to Madness mode. If they keep the same scaling, Because every 10 levels of the mob is basically double the HP. So it's basically double all these values. I'm like, now that I'm going over this, I don't believe in flares. Because that would mean that wave 1 madness is 2 to 4 million HP. That would mean that wave 5 is like 8 to like 18 mil. This would be like 8 to 10 mil. And this would be like 5 to 6 mil. There's no way. There's no way. I'm wrong. I'll admit it. I'm wrong. There's no way. There's no way in hell that these values are correct based on all that. There is no way. I don't believe this. Because if this is true, just everyone's gonna run regular Loton, Tawil, and G-Doll. Wave 5 is just gonna be Tawil and G-Doll. Not because they do damage, it's just because they do X% of the boss's HP. It just means that you're gonna run G-Doll on Nightmare or Madness. It just means that if your unit does not have percent damage, you run away. It just means you use Vortex and all those units to chip down the boss's HP. It means that every percent damage unit is now meta. What it means is that Loton is now stronger than G-Loton. Because she does 15% of the boss's HP. I don't believe the boss will hit 10 plus million HP. I will eat my words. I will eat my words. I will do it the day it releases. I will stream. There is no way. I think I'm wrong. I think the numbers I calculated for Nightmare is the actual Madness difficulty. I think Madness will cap out at 10 mil HP bosses. Current Flare is going to say that now. Madness is going to cap out at 10 mil HP bosses. It's not going to go to 20 million. So, forget this number. Forget this number. This is fake news. This is all fake news. These numbers in red are fake news. I don't believe this. I don't believe this. These are fake news numbers. These numbers are what is going to be Madness mode. These numbers are the actual Madness mode, guys. I don't believe in the red numbers. I don't believe in the red numbers. Yeah, what do you guys think? Okay, reasonable. If it's the green numbers, reasonable. It's the green numbers. 9 mil is reasonable. This, I don't know what Flares was smoking. It's not real. The green numbers is the actual Madness HP values. Because there's no way that they make this. Don't look at this recommended level. Because if you look at this, it has to be the red number. These are all fake. The green number is true. And the green number is all you care about. It's all you care about. Likely not gettable until you can already clear endgame. Loton best unit in the game. There is no way. Not even G Murphy is killing that. There is no way, dude. I don't believe it. It's the green numbers. It makes sense if it's the green numbers. Because if it's the green numbers, by the way, if it's the green numbers for Wave 5 of Madness, I can believe that. A G Murphy burst would do like 3 million, 4 million sacrifice sometimes. And that's half of the HP. That would make sense. The green numbers make sense to me. The green number makes sense to me as the hardest difficulty. Based on the current units and how much damage they do. So, I'm all in on the green numbers now. I'm betting on green. I'm betting it all on green. Don't even look at the red numbers. I'm wrong. It's the green numbers. Because if it's the red numbers, Ain't nobody killing that. Ain't nobody killing the red numbers. I'm gonna be honest here. Yeah, and not even Jesus can kill those numbers. Not even Jesus can kill these numbers. I don't know what they're doing with recommended levels, but there's no way it's the red numbers. I'm gonna eat my words so hard. If it's the red numbers. But we'll find out this weekend, I guess. But we'll find out quite soon. End of the video.